Hello, everyone. That sigh was me not having anything prepared for this year. And honestly, this year and the amount of games we've completed shows that. So we're going to start off with how I was going to originally do this. It's the same world as the last time, with no changes. There's not a single thing different here. The reason is I didn't have time to prepare the actual world. Next year will be different, because I'm going to actually start a lot sooner, in actuality. First of all, I want to give a special thanks to all my friends who've helped me this year and last year. There were a lot more of them who showed up this year because I played different games. First of all, let's just go in order with who helped with this world last year. Thank you, Fluff, and thank you, Ace, or as what he usually goes by as Junior. They have been an amazing help, and in this world, which won't be used for numbers, just kind of keep you guys somewhat entertained while I'm flying around and talking. There isn't much to say other than thank you to those two. Next off, Whisper. He has helped so much with Grounded, and I reckon he might be showing up in the future a bit more. I have some plans, and he might be able to fit in with them. Of course, it depends because it comes down to if and or when I get to games where he plays. Uh, Next up, gosh, is Icy. He's helped me a lot with Power World, and he doesn't show up in my streams too often, but he is the greatest help I've had with some of the obscure games. Uh, Ace and Icy have been the biggest help to me. No offense to Whisper or Fluff, who have also helped me a lot. But Ace helps me with games I struggle with, specifically Souls games. I'm not good with Elden Ring and stuff. I'm a lot better at Night Rain than I am Elden Ring, but Night Rain isn't a part of this challenge anymore. I think those are the four notable ones. There are a couple other people I will mention, Lavender being one of them. I have to say a great thanks to them because they have been helping with Palia. Maybe not the achievements, but keeping me company, and that is all well and appreciated. So let's start off with our games. I don't have a build for every game, but I will go to the builds that we do have game ones for. Next year, this will be an arc, so it will be a lot different. And I promise it will get done this time. Starting off with Firewatch. Well, no. Let's take a step back. For about a big announcement. There was something I did have planned, and it is almost... I can't say when, but I think this year we're going to be starting a new series. This does not overthrow the challenge we're doing, which is the whole point of this channel, is 100%ing 250 games, if not more in the future. And those 250 games, we have a lot confirmed. But the other series is a condensed version of our games. When they get to their finale, I will, if I can, I will edit it down and try and just show you guys moments that I found interesting while playing and do a voiceover, which should allow some of the games where we had worse audio quality, if not ones like this, where my audio isn't peak performance, then it would give an opportunity to kind of highlight them and maybe pull some more attention towards the longer ones. Because I know games like Persona aren't the most interesting to watch constantly. But that is what I wanted to talk about at the beginning of this. How we have so many games to get through, and I did not make good progress this year. For reference, last year, I 100%ed 12 games. I started off this challenge strong, but this year, this year was a disappointment. Now, I have been more busy this year, but I've also lost a lot of my determination I did from the first year. That's changing. I have a strategy. If we can at least hit 15 games this year, I think I'll be happy. I'm going above and beyond. But that requires me to get settled in. As I've previously mentioned, I'm moving. This is the last stream for about a week or two. This event. So, let's begin talking about what I like about these games, and maybe some noteworthy info about all of them. Starting off with Firewatch, the first game. It started it all. If you have not played it, I would highly recommend this masterpiece. It is a beautiful, I think it's like 6-hour playthrough. It was a lot of fun, and it is still one of my favorite games to this day. There isn't much to say about it. It is completed. It was the first game we did, and, well, it started us off. Next up is Remnant 2. Things are a lot different with Remnant. It was the first Souls game I did on this channel. It was also the first time we had a guest on the channel with Ace, I believe. He might have shown up. If he didn't, then I'll get to that one here in a little bit. Some of these games have changed, but Remnant 2, we will be coming back to soon. It has gotten 3 DLC since it was completed, which means it will be returning. Can I say when? No. I have other games that I have planned for the basically first end of this year's challenge. Next up is Lies of P. And this, how do I put this politely? Lies of P won't, I can say this with utmost confidence, Lies of P won't be touched this year. It's another Souls game, but it's like Pinocchio. And Little Pinocchio and stuff. And it's really cool. It went off Game Pass, so I do not own it, and it also got a DLC. So it's been put even further back than it was before, which makes me really sad because I was kind of hoping to start playing it. And it has a really cool concept, and now that I'm more into Souls games, I think I'll enjoy it a lot more. Next up, our first build, which is lying to me. This is no longer Party Animals. Over the last year, this game got changed out for Forza Motorsport. Party Animals left, and I don't have funds. Some games, if they leave, I will replace them. This is one of them. The reason they get replaced is because I don't have the money at the moment, and I don't think the game will have a big enough player base with the possibility of me getting the achievements. We'll get to some special cases here down the road. But this is, however, this is where Forza is. It's our only racing game on this channel, and I need to get back into it. It's going to be a bit of a grind, but I chose that for a reason. I wanted something that'd be more impactful. And I won't lie, this challenge is to try out new games, and I'm not huge on the racing genre. But it's relaxing to play. I won't lie. So that's why it's here. Whew, this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna try and do this a little quicker, seeing how we have so many games. Next up is Halo Wars 2. And this is where I really have to thank Ace, because he is going to be the huge help when we go to do this. I'm going to start talking to him when he wants to help, if he wants to help me with the campaign or not. If he says yes, this game will get done a lot sooner. If it doesn't, then don't expect it for a little while. I absolutely I wouldn't even say, I'm not a huge fan of Halo Wars 2. Unlike Ace, who adores the game. So it being here makes me a little upset. It's a long journey as well. Next up is, out of these 6 games, this game I was the most excited to do. Far Cry 6. This got me into Far Cry. Or I should say, it really got me into Far Cry. I played 5 a while back before playing 6, and I was iffy on it. But when I played 6, I fell in love with the game. I liked all the tiny details that, other people don't find it their favorite. They don't like it. But it's personally my favorite. And so, because of that, it's already done. All DLCs and stuff like that. I'm tempted to put another Far Cry game on this list, but all of them have multiplayer achievements that don't seem possible. And Primal is not an option. I have too many achievements. Next up, As Dusk Falls. And well, this was our first choice-based game, and this is when Whisper and Fluff first make their appearance, at least if you go chronological game-wise. Because this game, it was a lot of fun playing with them at first, before we split off and did our own thing. I'm going to try and find more games where Whisper can help us out, because it's a lot of fun doing this challenge with a friend. Along with, Ace and Icy and them. But As Dusk Falls was an amazing choice-based game, and I can't wait. Next up is, Inscryption. Inscryption is one of the games I can give you an answer when this will be done. This is one of the games I have planned to finish in the first 6 months. Because of the fact of, we're about halfway there, and I've gotten a lot better at gaming since we started playing this. And I've also started to like roguelikes a lot more, so this game fits the bill. So I'll be a lot rusty. I'll be a lot more rusty with it, but I'll be happy. Whew. Probably my favorite game of all time. Only reason I say this is it's one of the only games that can keep my attention. Ark Survival Ascended. When I say keep my attention, it keeps me coming back. And this is where I will announce Ark Survival Ascended will be hosting next year. It has a creative mode and everything. Albeit the world will not be made until right around 6 months beforehand. I have a reason behind this. And that is because I want it to be on the first original map, where I will be making a big announcement on it. Where I'll also be making a secondary announcement that's going to be shown here as well. Ark Survival Ascended will be the only one of the few games to return outside of it not having achievements. I did this game wrong, so I'm going to do it justice. What I mean is I used commands to finish off the achievements a lot faster. So I'm going to give you guys a proper showcase of this game. I'm going to plan a very extensive... It will be a marathon, essentially. I'm going to do basically a week marathon or so, week or two marathon, of me going through every single map for the story when there's more out. Next up is Game 10, another game which has been replaced. This was the finals, but this is one of the few games that got replaced because I hated it. There's a difference between me being bad at a game and me hating a game. This is one of the few games I generally hate. No offense to the game at all. The finals was a great concept in game. I had a lot of fun in the beta, but I did not like the main game. It got replaced with Eternal Strands, and the game frustrated me as much as I loved it. It was a mix between I love it and I hate it. Because there are points in the combat where I hated it, and points where I didn't. It has gotten some free DLC, but no new achievements, but it will be returning like Elden Ring did, which I'll get back to that here in a bit. But Eternal Strands, Ark Survival Ascended, As Dusk Falls, and Far Cry 6 are all done. If I mentioned that. Next up, oh god, this monstrosity, I forgot I made this, is Jusant. We haven't yet to get to any of the games I 100% this year, which I will double check them real quick. Yeah, the 5 games oh no, we did Eternal Strands this year. We found our first of 5. But Jusant, was a nice cozy game. And when I say cozy, I mean I didn't really pay attention to the story. I didn't read the notes, but I have fun climbing up that giant mountain. That's the premise of the game to an extent without spoilers, but it was fun. It was nice and it was relaxing. Compared to the hardcore games we have here, it was a nice difference between them. Whew. Another game which got replaced was Amnesia Bunker. But do not worry, I think this is a game that got replaced but may actually come back. I might buy the game and put it on the list myself. Only reason I'm saying this is because it left Game Pass. I've been low on funds for the last couple months because I have not been able to get a job. For the fact that I was moving and it's been up in the air what day, what month, what week, and I couldn't take a risk. I have some professionalism in me. It got replaced with Minecraft Dungeons, and we got to return to that. I got into it with my one friend, who didn't show up in the stream though, but he got me into it, and I think that if I give myself the game in smaller doses, I'll be able to get it done. Next up is Grounded. We have not finished Grounded, but we have made progress. We are mostly done. What we need to do is finish up getting the collectibles, beat the final boss that we need to beat, and lastly, also sorry, arachnophobia warning. I'm so sorry for not giving you the warning to my very detailed spider, but but big thanks to Whisper and Fluff for joining me with this. Mainly Whisper, who has been a huge help with keeping me interested in Grounded, and he and Fluff put this up for me, and do not worry, I will be making this now. Grounded 2 is coming. It's already released, but it will not be streamed until it gets achievements, which could be years from now. I understand that, but I can't just... I don't want to start a game with no achievements in hopes that in a couple years it will, because it makes it look worse on my end when I don't have more games done, when I'm prioritizing something that doesn't have achievements. So I decided not to. Elden Ring. Thank you, Ace, because you saved me with this. I was a okay fan when this came out. I say okay. I'm like, this is frustrating, but a good game. It this it was our first game to come back with a DLC, and it was done shortly after I finished it. Actually, not even shortly after, really. I did it almost a week later because the fact of I started streaming it a lot later. I had a lot of fun playing through it with Ace, doing the different endings and such, and just kind of speedrunning. I know I played like 2 play styles, but that's where I get on with the next announcement of Elden Ring Night Rain. It has been 100%ed off stream, but not for this challenge. I thought I'd mention it, seeing how it's one of the few accomplishments I've made. The reason it got done is because I said I would 100% it either way. Even though I couldn't stream it, I'm excluding it from the challenge and from our statistic. It ended up breaking my streams a lot. Streaming just wouldn't work with the game. I don't know if it was my Wi-Fi or the game at launch, but now whenever I was streaming, it just wouldn't work. Next up is Limbo. This game is literally in limbo, whether it's going to be streamed or not. I have been debating. I literally mean I've been debating getting rid of this, which goes against my better judgment on how things work. I do not like games that try to make me do deathless runs, essentially. When I say deathless, I mean Um, learning a perfect route, completing the game at maybe a certain like speed run things are fine to an extent, but doing a deathless run in Limbo or a semi-deathless run where you have to learn where trap locations are. I've mentioned this before. 2D games and games like the semi, I don't know how to describe it, right? Because there are games that are technically 3D, but top-down games, game. I, I'm stumbling over my words because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what to call them. But games like Limbo, in that way, and the fact that it's black and white makes it harder for me to want to pick it up. I can't say when it'll show up. I'm also gonna stop talking about the games we've finished. When I say stop telling you, I've already forgotten. We finished Elden Ring. Yeah. Goat Simulator 3. We beat it and its DLC. This was hilarious. This was just as good as it said it was. We had an achievement break. It was busted when we first started playing, so I had to take a break from the game. But other than that, it was fun. Next up is Cassette Beasts, and this left Game Pass. This game is getting more than just special treatment because it will be showing up. It has amazing music and such. I will be acquiring this at a later date. I can't say if it will be done this year or not, off the fact of it's a longer game. The first game I can tell you 110% sure this won't be done anytime in the future. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This will be probably the last game we do. For a reason. I'm trying to play Assassin's Creed in a semi-chronological order. Mirage was the exception because it doesn't really fall anywhere. But we'll also get to that. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's going to take a while. And I'm determined to 100% it. I want to at least finish the stories of all the previous Assassin's Creed games. I do plan on, another announcement, potentially buying Shadows and putting it on this list. Of course, that will be done later down the road. I heard it was I actually didn't hear anything bad about it, so it probably isn't that bad. Next up is Power World. This isn't done. We've gotten more of the achievements because it keeps adding. It's being continuously updated with more achievements. So we have started officially our base game world with IC. Hard mode is my concern. I don't know if I'm going to be doing hard mode on the world we started it with or on a new one because the fact of how do I say this? So I'm going to take a moment to think while I just kind of fly back and forth and take a drink. Much better. Okay. With Power World's hard mode, I might be starting a new world with Fluff in them. If he's determined to continue playing it, I'd be fine. It would be streamed from scratch, and I would basically, yes, it'd be a soft restart, but it wouldn't be happening for a little while anyway. What game is this? Because you know what? Let's check the book. I generally don't remember. Fallout Shelter. This was removed because of the amount of time it take. I got permission from the guy from Ace who suggested it to remove it. I'm glad because this game terrible. It's a mobile game on console. The game that replaced it is Palia, which Lavender and Fluff has made a huge contribution to us finishing it, and the reason I haven't streamed it in a little bit is one, been busy, and two, they have been playing it without me a bit, so I have to find time to play it 3-4 hours by myself, and I just don't have that time. Next up is Bluey. It was short. I don't watch Bluey, so the gameplay was okay for children's video game. Yeah, that's all I can say. Hollow Knight. Silksong just came out, and well, was it just came out? By the time this is probably out, it should be. If it's not, Hollow Knight Silksong comes out today. Won't be playing it yet, but I can say this. Hollow Knight and Silksong will be done this year. Or at least started, because I'm going to confirm both. I'm going to confirm Silksong because I hate myself. Yeah. No, in all honesty, it's probably a great game. So is Hollow Knight. Which is why I'm doing it. What? You see, you can tell these builds are bad when I don't know what they are. This got replaced. Oh, Yakuza, the man who erased it. I decided not to do this because it was in Japanese only, and it's not exactly the first game in the series. Got permission from the person who suggested it, so it's fine. I think. I informed them, I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, well, apologies to you, Brax. You are the one who suggested this, if I'm correct. I can't read subtitles for 6 hours straight while they talk over people. The cutscenes are extremely long in that game, I heard. But the game that replaced it is one of the few games I can argue that I can confidently say is bad. It is also going to be getting wiped because I'm going to restart the game by myself, seeing how Ace did join us, but it made things complicated. The way I play games like that, I cannot do it when I'm playing with a friend. I will say this. No offense to my friend. I prefer going and grabbing collectibles immediately, doing things immediately, and clearing out things as quickly as I can. And when playing with friends, it's harder to do that because a lot of the stuff is boring or not very fun, right? Next up, yeah, Suicide Squad. Ugh. Next up is Rage. It's an Xbox 360 game, and I can't really say much on it. I don't know much about it. I was just told it was good, and honestly, can't say when it will be started, but it might get done this year. It has the potential. I still find it funny the E's on the ground. But Dead Space Remastered, the 2024 edition. One of the few horror games on this list. We'll be adding more variety of genre. Probably no more choice-based games. Sorry, Life is Strange fans. People like that type of game. I have too many of those already. Next up is Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. We're gonna be here for a minute with this one. This is gonna be a longer stream already. I'm not even halfway done. I'm about halfway done now. I'm gonna go faster if I can for some of these. Life is Strange, not like. I'm so tired right now. I've been so exhausted the last couple days. Sorry. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash is one of the last games we're doing. This game is going to be a literal banging my head against a wall for hours. You might be asking, why don't I just get rid of it? The achievements are extremely grindy and tedious, and it goes over. Because if I did that for every game, then it'd be wrong. I can't. I can't do that to myself anymore. Like, when I say there is a length of how many games I will swap out, I have a list of most of them that got replaced. There are some that just kind of fell through the cracks. And I do not want to keep adding games to that. Eventually, that might get more than 250, and if that ever happened, I'd probably cry. Next up is Persona 3 Reload, a remake remake, remaster. I don't know the difference between those words. Of Persona 3. I love this game. It's what got me into the Atlas games, and I tried Persona 5 beforehand, never really finished it. Not because I didn't like it, but I got busy. It wasn't on stream or anything, but Persona 3, I love this game. I have to buy the game, because it left Game Pass, and I need to do its DLC. Next up is Alan Wake Remastered. I think I'm going to do the second game as well, if I enjoy the first one. We get a while before I come to this one. I have a backlog of games, and this is not at the top. I'm excited to see the concept. Skur Ritual. I think this game is almost done updated, which means we'll be heading to it. Probably towards summer next year is when we'll hit it up. Summer, February, March. So anywhere from starting like February to July, you could see this game coming back. It's got a lot of updates, and I'll get to the reason why here in a bit. Next up is another Crab's Treasure, and my friends love torturing me by suggesting Souls-like games, but this one wasn't very bad. This was fun, it had a unique concept, and the devs did an amazing job. Thank you. I'm gonna make this clear. We have Jedi Survivor. No, Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. We'll be getting to these games probably this year. Most likely, though. I loved Fallen Order and such. I never beat it. And my fear of... There's a giant spider in that game, and honestly, that's made me quit. But these two, they have a higher probability of being done this year. Oh, the famous "you died" meme. Okay. Dark Souls 3. We technically started this. I'm getting rid of that stream. Dark Souls 3 is going to make me cry. I wish I was kidding. It will probably make me cry. Not because it's hard, but because the achievements are tedious. And I already bought the DLC, so I'm suffering with it. It will be later on. I'm going to do this game after I do... I'll get to it. Look! We have Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I love this game. It is my favorite Assassin's Creed, most likely. Maybe aside from Odyssey, which, speaking of Odyssey, as I said, I'm doing, at least, I will show you, Assassin's Creed's going to be like the exception to the, I want to show you guys everything to a franchise, if I pick it up. Assassin's Creed might be that, and I might just pick out the games I like, and show you those ones. Odyssey is going to be one of those. I absolutely loved playing it. It was grindy. Okay, I had to put it on the easiest difficulty because I didn't want to grind for 5 hours, but I love mythology, and yeah. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I don't know how to feel about this. I think it's a horror game. We might be seeing more Resident Evil on the channel. Might not. We'll come back to that. Why is this a glass ball? Oh, that's why. I forget my own references sometimes. The Quarry. I believe this left Game Pass. If it didn't, we'll be doing another playthrough again soon because I forgot the plot, which means woohoo, we'll get closer to getting this game done. We started a lot of games this year, which means if I do hit my cards right, I can get more done. Next up is Subnautica. Subnautica 2 comes out next year, if I'm correct, and it was supposed to come out this year, but something happened with the devs. I'm not going to go into that. This is supposed to be just talking about this challenge, but Subnautica probably not coming this year, especially seeing how when I play survival games, when I get my craze, I go to my big game, Ark. And honestly, it's probably the reason survival games on my channel aren't going to be done until I specifically want to play them. Next up is Assassin's Creed, the original. I have to basically sit down and say, I'm playing this game for 2 weeks and get it done. And honestly, this game we're getting done this year. I'm going to at least finish 2 to 3 Assassin's Creed games this year. This is one of them. The achievements aren't the worst. I'm going to have something thoroughly prepared for this, but what is that? You know, I'll get to that. You know, let's go find out what this is. That's all I want to talk about with Assassin's Creed. Oh, First Descendant. This is also coming this year. Can't say it'll be finished, but we'll be making more progress. It's one of the few games that we'll probably be playing for years. Because of its continuous updates. Dead Cells. Another game that's probably coming this year. I've been loving roguelike games this year. I've been playing Vampire Survivors in my own time. If this challenge ever heads over to PlayStation, I will be doing Vampire Survivors there. Because I've already gotten half the achievements, and I've just been having so much fun with roguelikes, which lead me to Dead Cells. This was suggested, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, because I didn't really enjoy it the first time I tried. Outcast New Beginning. I don't know. I don't know what this game's about. I don't know anything. I bought it because someone won a giveaway. I wish I was kidding. I'm not. Callisto Protocol. I want to get rid of this game, but I already bought the DLC. It left Game Pass, so I don't own it, which means I have to buy the base game again. I have to buy the base game. This game is annoying because I have to, it's a fully text guide I have, so it's very weird. Oh, I know this next game. Let's head over there now. Sekiro. There's a chance this game gets removed because I won't be able to stand my own hatred. And if that happens, I'd like to apologize. Because Sekiro is one of those games where it should just get good, and me suck. I am not good at Souls games. I never claimed to be. This is not a game that I'm good at. It's terrible when I tried to play it on stream. BioShock Remaster and BioShock 2 Remaster. We'll be getting into those. Most likely BioShock 1 this year and BioShock 2 next year. Here we are. That one got removed. And we'll kind of go backwards talking now, seeing how none of the builds after this point, once we get to there, have any. Call of Duty. The big Call of Duty hub is the king of exception. I wanted to have this on our list no matter if the achievements are entirely possible or not. They've been doing something with storage by breaking away the other games. Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, they're separate engines now. That's no problem with Modern Warfare 2, it's Modern Warfare 3. First problem I'm having, potentially the achievements won't, one of them won't work. Either on the Call of Duty hub or on the separate thing. They won't share. If that's the case, then yikes is what I have to say. Because if that happens, I will be unincluding Modern Warfare 2 and 3 from this challenge entirely. I will keep their streams and stuff because the fact is they have some importance. They technically take place in the same universe. So I will leave them be. But Black Ops 6 is my main priority. And this is where why I said Skirt Ritual won't be coming till end of next year. Closer to the next year's anniversary. Black Ops 7 comes out in the middle of November, and you bet I'm playing it. People are trying to tell me, why are you playing COD? Battlefield. So much better. I played the Battlefield beta. I wasn't like, I'm not a Battlefield person. I don't like Battlefield. I don't necessarily play COD for the multiplayer either, but the campaign, the zombies, they look somewhat cool to me, and the multiplayer, some features I like. That looks like it'd be fun, so I'm going to be playing it. I'll be streaming it, and I have an obligation to. I heard the campaign has camo challenges, and this year with the camo challenges, I'll debate about it. I'm not going to stream me getting camos. I'm not making that mistake. I'm not letting COD get to 200 before it. The game closest to being finished is Modern Warfare 2019. I'm missing 2 achievements. Beating the campaign on Veteran and completing the Spec Op missions. I just need to go grab 2. I need to grab 3 friends, and then I can go do this. If there are... I will say this now, because if anyone made it this far, you deserve this. Thank you for making it this far. It makes me happy that you cared enough to show up and listen to me talk while staring into an endless picture of horrid Minecraft builds. So, thank you. Next year, I'm willing to be doing, as I said, it'll be taking place in America, so it should be a little more enjoyable to watch. This game got removed. So it got Cold War got removed and replaced with Security Breach. I don't need to say much about Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It's a fun game. We'll be returning to it sooner or later. But it got removed because Cold War's achievements weren't doable anymore, or not by my standards. If the game is still doable, any game is still doable, technically, unless they soft lock an achievement or something. But if the multiplayer servers are dead, like no one's playing them, I can't possibly get the achievements for modes that no one plays. And there are just get a group of friends or stuff. I can't do that type of thing, right? And I prefer to pop achievements on stream if possible. I just can't. So Cold War got removed. All of its content except the zombies achievement grab has been moved over to the Call of Duty Hub playlist. So no worries. Fallout 4 is next, so we're just gonna keep going backwards. Fallout 4 is... I'm a little excited. I won't lie, I played 76, and I like 76, so I'm assuming I'll like 4. Before anyone starts yelling at me for saying, why do you like 76? I think it was that bad. And, it was new to me, the Fallout series. This is back when I didn't play single-player games, so, yeah. I'm justifying myself. Next up is the Stanley Parable, and, well, this game was fun. Technically, this is one of the only games we don't have the 100% for. Yeah. We don't have the 100%, but it's marked as 100%. The reason is because of the achievement to come back to the game, to open the game for 10 years. I can't grab that achievement. Not at the moment, at least. It has been marked completed because it's completed in my eyes. It really is because of that fact. I game share with my friends a lot of the time, and if I take my home Xbox to grab one achievement, they may forget to re-click it for a couple weeks, and I wouldn't want to do that to them. Next up is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Oh boy. This game is one of the games we have planned for the next 2 months. Yeah. Hold us over till COD. Doki Doki is... I lost my voice the first 2 streams. I think that's self-explanatory. Next. We are headed to... A game that I don't remember what was here. Avowed. Avowed was here. I did not like the fact I was getting locked out of choices and stuff so easily, so I decided to throw the game away. I loved Avowed to an extent, and I thought it was fun. But the game replacing it is a game that I thought was okay, but I thought I'd throw in some different types of games with Tokyo Ghostwire. And, you know, I don't care if the game's a bit more grindy. We're going to try out different genres and different things. And the final two games winning 100% of this year is Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm. I love the Life is Strange franchise already. There is an exception to this, but the Life is Strange franchise I've been having a blast with when we were streaming it. With the original and Before the Storm, I got those done. Lickety split. Yeah, I'm gonna use weird terms. Whilst those two got done quickly and I had a blast, I wasn't burnt out, so I headed to Life is Strange 2, which is our next game we're talking about. And we're almost done, don't worry. This shouldn't hit the hour marker. Life is Strange 2, I don't like this game. Not as much as the other Life is Strange games that I've played. And yes, I have played a little bit of True Colors. So yeah. I have half the Life is Strange franchise I've played. 2 is my least favorite by a long shot. I don't like the fact we're not playing as the person with the powers. That kind of makes me a little sad. I understand Before the Storm, the main character doesn't have powers. Okay, minor spoiler. Okay, I won't tell you. But they have a cool feature. In Life is Strange 2, there just isn't. Next up is Life is Strange 2 True Colors and Life is Strange Double Exposure. The last two Life is Strange games on this list, but nonetheless, their type of game. They are great. I really enjoyed both of them. What am I saying? I haven't played them. I'm going to probably really enjoy both of them. That's better. Lastly is Lost Records. I believe this is made by the original Life is Strange team before they... A different team took over from True Colors and Double Exposure, I believe. And a different team did Before the Storm, Life is Strange True Colors, and Double Exposure. No. Sorry. A different team did the remasters, True Colors, and Double Exposure, while the original dev team did Life is Strange Before the Storm, and 2. So, Lost Records is made by the team that made the first game. The first 3 games. Next up is Hades. I love Hades. And I love the fact where it's Subnautica's thing build because it makes it even funnier. Hades will be done this year, without a doubt. It is my highest priority in getting done with, other than the Life is Strange franchise and Doki Doki for the beginning of this year. Reason Hades is because on December 30th, Hades 2 releases, and yeah, that's being confirmed. The moment it hits Xbox, I'm yoinking that. It will be mine. Next up is Blueprints. This will be done this year. It's a puzzle game. I tried to avoid looking up answers. I'm going to, it's sort of a roguelike. Sorta. I'm going to follow a bit more of a guide when we go to play it. It probably will get done this year. But next up, my game of the year, in my opinion, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. What is there to say? This game's amazing. This is game of the year to me. Sorry, Silksong and any other contenders. The music is a masterpiece. The story is a masterpiece. If you haven't played it, go do it. Next up is Police Simulator. Yeah, it's a simple game. We had a couple of grindy achievements to get. It'll get done this year. I have another like 10 hours of gameplay at most. We're down to our final 3 games with Metaphor ReFantaso, which this game was done dirty because my Wi-Fi broke. My computer broke for like 2 weeks. And I couldn't help it. So I need to check something. My headset's giving me auditory hallucinations right now. I'm sorry. In fact, it's just the headset clicking. Metaphor was done dirty because my computer blue screened for about a week or 2, which led me getting out of the groove of it. It will get done this year, okay? I have to get it done before it leaves Game Pass. I am trying. I love it. I've been loving the story, loving the gameplay. I still have the guide open on my computer. Next up is our first LEGO game, and probably the only LEGO game here. LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Might be saying, why not just do the original trilogy? I decided to do this one because it's newer, and I have access to it. I wanted a LEGO game, and I love Star Wars, so 2-for-1 deal. That's all I really want to talk about with that one. And our final game. Well, for our final game, let's head back to the beginning. Wow, this is slow. Is Date Everything. A dating sim where you can literally date anything. You want to date your door? You can. Your bed? Yeah. And is hilarious. In fact, we haven't streamed it in a couple, it's also joined the backlog of things. It has a lot of stuff to do. It's going to take me a while, and my move is disrupting my way of existing, especially with the fact of I'm going to be changing my lifestyle. And that's just how things are going to be. Any other announcements I need to make? Because Date Everything was the last game. Let me think. No, there isn't. Other games that might be showing up, I don't know. It's a good question. Call of Duty will be... Oh, I guess I should talk about its exception once again. It is the exception to many rules. If Modern Warfare 2 and 3 do still work with the achievement syncs in the Call of Duty hub, they will stay. But there is a slight exception. The Call of Duty hub will be one of the only games, like Stanley Parable, who also technically has an exception, but unlike it, I will be grabbing the achievement. Modern Warfare 3 will have 3 achievements I won't be doing. 1 is grindy, and 2 are semi-impossible at the moment, if I'm correct. They're all 3 zombies achievements, and the first one is kill 50,000 zombies in MWZ. I will try my best to try and get done MWZ as best I can. We have a journey, and I'm going to try and wrap up all Black Ops 6's achievements before 7 comes out, if I can. If I can't, then so be it, but you know how things are. 1 against all. So the first one is Slaughterhouse, kill 50,000 zombies in MWZ. We're not doing that one. If it gets popped, it gets popped. If I see we're close, I will grind it out. But if we're 25k away when I say I'm done with this mode for the rest of time, then we're done with the achievement. It's getting an exception whether it likes it or not. I know some people might say, you haven't really 100% it. Then find 5 people to do this next achievement with me then. Because the next one is 1 against all. Kill Orcus with a 6-player squad. This achievement alone would opt me to remove the entirety of the Call of Duty hub, but the reason I'm not is because COD means a lot to me. Call of Duty means a lot. Because it's a game I technically grew up with a lot more. It's what got me into gaming, and because of that, it holds a special place in my heart. That's why I wanted to 100% it, at least the best I can. Which also means, yeah, we have to do. We're gonna have to do, all the campaigns on veteran for the ones that are in it. Which some will be easier than others. Next up is the final achievement. It's called the End question mark. Finish Act 3 in MWZ. Because you have to kill Orcus to do that, and that in itself is going to be iffy if I can find 2 people to do that with. My one friend hates COD with a passion, Ace, so I don't think he'll help me too much. And well, any other minor announcements? Oh. Channel. WikiX. Hades Part 4. I thought I'd mention that here. Seeing how it is becoming a literal pain. Hades Part 5 and 6 are out, but not Part 4, because Part 4 wants to continuously in an upload loop because I keep turning off my computer. It's so it doesn't ever blue screen because I overwork it. I will re-upload Part 4, here in the next coming days. I have the file saved to my computer, so there's no need to worry, but this will be uploaded today, and well, any last things to take note of? Thumbnails. I know I said I'd start doing them, or with the possibility of, when I decided to fix things and put my videos back in the playlist and stuff. I have to continuously remember to put them in the playlist because when I fall behind, like I have been, when I'm busy, I don't have necessarily time to. And yeah, I remember this stupid house. Fluff made. But oh wow. They actually fixed that bug. Okay. With a mod. Me getting sidetracked. Sorry. Well, everyone, I hope you have enjoyed. I'm now in the stream in an hour. You will not see me at least till Monday. Today, I have to finish getting my room ready. When I say finish, I have to do the cleaning. I have to get ready to pack. Friday, I have to pack up all my stuff. If it's not packed by tonight, it will be finished packed tomorrow and moved out of my room. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be leaving this for my new home. 20 hours from where I'm currently staying. It's a 20-hour drive. It's going to be a long one. Once that happens, we have to unload a trailer full of stuff, and that is going to probably, I won't lie, I'm going to be exhausted mentally and physically while I'm there. I don't know how much work I'm going to be doing outside of helping unload the trailer, but that's all. Hope you have enjoyed. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. You will see me at least in 2 weeks. At the latest. In 2 weeks. When they go up to get more stuff, I will be free for a week. So the streaming might come to a very weak predicament. Oh no, we're almost at an hour. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I have a philosophy. I will never tell you to do the 2 things everyone else does. I don't care if it hurts my channel.